All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on, guys? This is Daniel Flores. One of the Flores bros. Here we are. So today is going to be a different video. Today's video is not going to be your normal TT training with tables, in the table with the paddles and stuff like that. Today's video is going to be training, but at the gym. It's important to train our muscles, our reflexes, our reaction time, because all of that, will translate at the table. So today I'm training with Mr. Adrian Munoz, the champ, and we're gonna have a good session. We're gonna do his workout. We're not gonna do my workout, just his workout, which is cool though. I'm excited to see. Though I already have the list of it, but I'm excited to try these different training methods because I was always a calisthenic guy, I was never I was a weight hater, like lifting weights, you're trash, I was just a hater because I just lived calisthenics. I just did calisthenics, not lift calisthenics. But now lately, I've been doing lots of weights and using machines and stuff like that, and I really like it. I like how it's like. There's been like some machines that I've used that I've never felt my muscle be stimulated in such a way, and so I really like that part about it. And yeah, I've been doing it more, and so we're gonna take you on to a little workout, and hopefully, and I think I will be doing more of these, and showing how I work out, and what I do, But right now, we're gonna take you guys. We're going to Anytime Fitness here in El Paso, Texas, and see you guys inside. See ya. All right, guys, we just made it. We just made it right here, Anytime Fitness. We're gonna show you guys TT training. You're gonna have a good time. We'll always go hard, no weak sauce. All right, so.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So unfortunately, because we were in Anytime Fitness, they had music blasting, and I didn't know that the mic was gonna catch it that well, but it got it that well. I should have put noise cancellation, and I was warned before this, but I'm just gonna voice over it and talk about the workout, the exercises that we did. So here we were doing push-ups. Here we're doing like a split in the sense of like it depends because we both have different numbers, and mine was 20. I did 20 push-ups, and after 20 push-ups, then I would go to 25, and then 25, and then go to 30. So 20, 25, 30. And for him, I think it was 15, 20, 25, if I'm not mistaken. But that was the first exercise that we did. It was really good, nothing crazy, just getting blood pumping and just, pumping that chest area. But yeah, moving on to the next one. All right, so here we are doing pull-ups now. He was doing 1 and then resting 10 seconds, and then I was doing 2 and resting 10 seconds. So this was just going for like max pull and like get good, good pull, like elasticity and everything, for maximum force in a minimal time. So he just did 1 every 10 seconds. I did 2 every 10 seconds, and I think we did about 6 or 7 sets of that, if I'm not mistaken. And afterwards, you'll see later on that at the end, we go for a max rep, as much as we can go till failure at the end of finishing this set. All right, so here's where we begin doing our max that we can, till failure. This is the last set that we do. We just rep it out until we can no more. It's important to do good form. I like doing chin over the bar. I don't like goosing it over, like in sense of like extending my neck just so I can grab it and go. I like to do good form, because you just get the best out of it, the most squeeze and just proper form for anything, no matter what, exercising, either a sport or anything related. You want to do proper form because you get the most out of it. So this is a good one, honestly. I haven't done pull-ups in a while, but I think I hit 17. I was trying to go for 20, but I hit 17. But it was really good. It was a really good squeeze and everything. Both of our parts, it was really nice. It was really nice. Okay, so now here we are doing chest dumbbell presses and J's, which work the lats, lower lats, the lower back. This was interesting because I've never done dumbbell presses for the chest. I've never done an incline or any type of either straight, decline, or incline. I've never done any. So it was really good. It was really good for me to experience it and to feel like the muscle tension that it gave me. It was really good, honestly. We did left hand for I'm going for left hand and right hand because my left hand is the weak side, but surprisingly they're fairly even in the terms of the chest itself. Now bicep area, that's a different thing. For me, my right bicep is like at least two times stronger than my left hand, but I'm currently working on that right now. And after that, we hit the J's. Again, another exercise that I've practically never done. Probably did it here and there, but nothing serious like an actual workout and counting for reps and sets. So it was really interesting for me, and I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I felt my lower lats. I felt them sore a little bit the next day, but it was really good. It was really good. It's just Adrian Munoz, repping it out, because 50 days out, tournament's coming, and we just gotta make the best of it, best use of time, and just go all out, man. If not, what's the point of even showing up, So. So here is me, as you can see, look at that. The form ain't the greatest. Again, I've never done this exercise, so I'm barely getting used to what the form is. I understand the concept, pressing up, but the form and where I have to have my dumbbell, where should I bring it, all of that's new to me. But, we start somewhere, They say every expert was once a beginner, so it's really good. It was really good, honestly. I felt the contraction of my chest and the shoulder as well, since it's kind of like almost a flat back press up, but it was really good. Really, I'm just pushing it. Not the best form, but I just wanted to push myself, past my limits. Yami Sukahiro, Black Clover. If you know, you know. But but yeah, because my right hand, you see a little bit more with more ease, you know, more ease and control, you know, you can tell. But yeah, and after that, we just move on to the J's, and that was this exercise set. All right, guys. So this one was a different one I've never done as well, but I see the concept in it. It's about getting lightweight, of course, because this hits the shoulder in a really good sweet spot. You know, the delts. Just dropping the dumbbell and then catching it upon release, like as quick as you can. You know, just getting some good the elasticity. You know, to able to absorb such force. You know, and controlling it. And that is a good upper body plyo that I really enjoyed. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed that one. It's really good, and it can be done in various ways. You know what I'm saying? Like something as a pike push-up, you explode up and then you get it down, or you know other stuff. But it was really good with dumbbells. You know, and starting lightweight. You know, no ego lifting. You know, we go lightly, slowly but surely we'll climb up the ranks. Next exercise. All right, guys. So here we are doing bench press with the Smith machine. Not too light, not too heavy, just enough for us to rep it out. And as you can see, he's exploding up and catching the bar. How do you call it? Absorbing the force. Again, this is something crucial when you're doing plyos. You know, whether it's jumping, when you're jumping, you know, you want to be able to do pogo jumps. You want to be able to do max reps going up. You know, because it's about that elasticity. It's about that twitch fibers, training those fast twitch fibers to be able to explode at that 1 second or 2 seconds that you need it. You know, and so this is a good one too as well. It felt really good. It felt really good. And after that, we did kind of like the Jays, just a little bit more rows, I guess you could call it. Again, I'm not that familiar with these names, but it was good. It was another one that was just explosive, and just, you know, because the point of this workout was doing plyometric upper body workout. And it was really good. I've only done plyometrics with regards to my lower body. I've done upper body, like as in clapping push-ups, explosive pull-ups, clapping pull-ups, muscle-ups, you know, but not in terms of like weight. Not using weights because I'm more of a calisthenics guy, but I'm transitioning into being a hybrid, you know, both. But yeah, and we're gonna take you out to the next exercise. So here we have a press with resistant bands right there. It was a really good one. Again, it's really good. It would show that it's important, to be able to explode up and catch it and absorb it, not be wobbly, but be stiff and ready to catch it in a good sense, and then go explode back up. It was really good. It was another good exercise, and I believe that all of this will and can translate in the table. Because such when you need that forehand, you turn and you try to explode and rip and use your body, turning your waist. But remember, it all starts in the legs. It all starts in the legs, and everything translates on the top, on the upper body and the hand. Don't take it from me. Take it from world number one right now, who is Fan Dong. He said that. And there's all truth behind that. Everything starts in the legs, and it's going to translate in the upper body in terms of rotation, in terms of explosiveness. The legs. But after this one, we went to another exercise, but we'll take yours right now. Just waiting for me to pop up. Here I am. I think we switched weights because it was a little bit heavy for me, and the sense of exploding up, because I could rep it out, but exploding up, And plus, I wasn't used to it, maybe because I wasn't used to like that resistant band. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is my first time doing these exercises, but I think I was exploding a decent amount. It was okay. It wasn't that bad. But it's important to go a lower rate and just feel comfortable and get better as you get stronger. You lift, you add more weight. And so slowly but surely, safely training is key, because now you're gonna delay yourself. So yeah, taking you guys to the next exercise.
Wow, lift your arm up like you're playing. Yeah, yeah. That's the point. Catch at the bottom, explode at the top. That's fine. That's good. You're good.
I really feel that you're just saying yank it. Feels good though.
I already did that one.
So yeah, this was another exercise. I really like this one as well. As you notice, a lot of it is it's exploding up with the arms. Exploding up forward. And this one was good, except that where we were doing it, it wasn't as good because the the pole itself, the bar, as you can see, it's like really wobbly and going left and right, and it's not in a stable position. And that could be with us being able to, how do you call it, control it more. But also, something was wrong with the machine there. But you should have just lowered it, at least for me. I can speak for myself. Maybe I should have just lowered the weight and focused more on control, explosive movement. But of course, the machine has something to do with it. But no excuses. It was a really good one. And yeah.
Yeah, you see me right here trying to explode up, you know. It's important to catch it. As you saw, I did going right and left, you know. But you gotta use what you got, you know. No excuses, you know. You gotta use what we got and make the best of it, you know. Because there's other people out there working, and you don't want to be making excuses, though. And here, I think I'm done with there. Yep, and I switched to my right arm. And right here, I think I started rotating as if it were like in an actual table tennis match, which is good, you know, because you want to try to mimic it as much as you can to some degree. But even if you're not mimicking, even if you're just standing like that and doing it, it still will apply. It still will apply for sure. I think right here's when I started the rotating action. Let me see. Yeah, right there. There we go. Yeah, if the bar was more straight and, you know, in terms of the machine, I probably would have done it more. But it's cool. Like that, it's cool. It's good too, you know. As you see, I'm repping it out with my right arm, you know. It's more stronger and stable. And then we did this type of exercise that I didn't feel the best doing it. I'm not gonna lie, because maybe I wasn't doing it right, or maybe because of that pole. It was just weird. I guess it was weird, you know, being there with that machine. It just wasn't working, you know. So, but no excuses, you know. Good thing I tried it, but I don't know. I didn't really like feel that good with that exercise, but I don't know. But yeah, going on to the next exercise, I think we went with abs, if I'm not mistaken. Core. All right, guys. So here we are. We are doing abs. We're doing some core work. This is what's it called? Seated. Is it called seated? He's doing a knee raise and then a leg raise. I like these, but I personally prefer doing these hanging because it's much. Number one, it's much harder, and you feel the. I feel the. It's because obviously because it's harder. You feel your core being stimulated more, in a good way, of course. And I decided to do the hanging knee raises, and then with a full, because I usually do it on the bar. I usually do the full leg raises, and those. Oh, let me tell you something. Those are really good. Those will humble you, you know. But it's a really good core exercises. I haven't done core exercise in a while, honestly. But it's important to have them in check. You know, it's important because a lot of it starts with the core. You know, so here I am. You know, you see one. A knee raise and then a leg raise, and then I just went. I think here's where I went. The next one is where I went for a full leg raise. I think so. Not the following one. There we go. I was looking at the chat because he was gonna look at me. He'd be like, "Ooh, watch out!" You know, pretty spicy. It was pretty spicy. I loved that. I loved it. Core so good. It's important to keep your back like a little bit arched in the sense of around. You know, like a hollow body. And just repping it out. No swinging. You don't want to swing because it just takes away the burn. You want the burn, you know. So yeah. Moving on to the next exercise, which is planks. No, but here it is. Oh yeah, the next exercise is medicine ball throws. Some elderly guy was a little bit upset because we were using another wall and the wall was kind of hollow and it made too much noise. Again, I'm not used to doing this. As mentioned, I'm not used to doing these type of things. I've never done a medicine wall towards the wall, a medicine ball towards the wall. And as you see right here, I'm just like going like not as to my best potential, to my strongest, to my fastest potential, because I saw an elderly guy getting upset. And I don't really like to cause a scene, you know what I'm saying? Although this is permitted in the gym. Again, it's my first time in the gym, so I had no idea. I have no idea. But if I'm upsetting someone, and if it's something that it's not a big thing for me, well, I wouldn't do it, you know what I'm saying? But if it's a big deal, like this is a must extra that I have to do, and it's just common sense, well, yeah, I would be like, I'm sorry, sir, you're going to have to deal with it, you know? But yeah, according to Adrian, this is acceptable. But I kind of felt uncomfortable there. Not to the point where I can't do it, but I just didn't want to annoy anyone with the noise. But yeah, I blame that guy. yeah, and here we are. He decided to challenge me on a plank. Surprisingly, he made it to 2 minutes and 25 seconds or 20 seconds. I did not expect him to make it that far, honestly. I thought he was going to give up in like the minute or so. But I am really surprised by how far he went. And not just that, look at the good form he has. The butt is not up. He's lower. So that indicates a good core. That indicates a good core. Same with myself. Well, I'm an athlete. You know what I'm saying? Just saying that we have within ourselves in the club. We're just athletes. But yeah, good form over everything. No butt up. Being strong and steady. Although the floor was hurting my forearm because it's so rough. And maybe he's used to it, and I'm not used to it. But heck no, that thing was like rough. It's kind of like, think of it as a dish sponge. When it's like really rough, the green side. And so it was rough, but I knew I was gonna get him. Honestly, I knew I was gonna get him, but I just didn't think he was gonna go that far. So yeah, so kudos to that guy. And yeah, this is the end of the workout. I think this is the end of the workout. It was really good. It was really something different from what I usually do. But yeah, I'm going to take you guys to the outro video. And you guys just hear me talk about how it went. Thank you guys for watching. And let us know if you guys like watching these type of videos. I think I will be uploading more gym stuff. See you guys in the next one. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Peace.
All right, guys. So that's a wrap for the workout with Mr. Adrian Munoz, aka the champ. It was a good workout, honestly. Something different from what I usually do, as you can tell. I was struggling with some aspects of technique. Yeah, but that's okay. It's important. It's good to do something else. We can't do the same routine because, again, as I mentioned at the beginning, you do the same thing, you get the same results. And I'm more than likely I'm gonna pull some different benefits out of this workout, and for sure, because it was a plyometric workout. As you see, we're doing a lot of explosive and elastic work, as you mentioned, as we were closing down. But it was really good. It was really good, and hopefully we could do some more of these eventually. Although it was $15 to get in for that Anytime Fitness guest. That was quite a lot. $15. That's practically a membership at other places, but it's Anytime Fitness, But it was good. I really liked it, honestly. I feel like I will be semi-sore. It was good. I don't know, obviously, because I have not done these workouts, but I'm pretty sure I hit a different spot than what I usually did. I like the J's a lot. The explosive bench presses with the Smith machines. It was really nice. I wish I had time for leg day, but I can't because it is currently 9:41. It's currently 9:41. And I got class at 10:30. So I got to get home, I got to shower, and head to class, Got to do what we got to do. Because my legs feel good because I hit them on Monday. And I could have been able to hit them today, but it's fine, though. It's fine, We'll just wait till next week because I'm trying to get 2 to 3 sessions a week. 2 to 3 sessions a week. But yeah, it was really great. And yeah, and let us know if you guys would like to see some more of these workout videos, with regards to TT training, because obviously it's good to be elastic and to be flexible, when you're working out, because it will translate on the table and you'll be more explosive than the other guy, Doesn't mean you're necessarily gonna win, but you got something to work with, because the majority of the people that play table tennis, because I played basketball. I first started playing basketball, and I was like, if anything, I still consider myself better at basketball right now than what I am in table tennis. And I'm currently rated 2200 plus, 16, 22, 16, 17, somewhere around that area. And I consider myself better at basketball than what I am at table tennis. I played basketball for a long time, dude. Elementary, middle school, high school. I was committed, but I wasn't super invested in the sense of parents supporting me. Not that they didn't support me, but it's just that they never we weren't really a sport family, as you can say. My parents, my mom, my dad, they weren't really athletes like that, you know what I'm saying? So I understand that they wouldn't understand, and which is cool. It's cool. I'm not oh, why I didn't do that, It's cool because look, I have playing TT and I really enjoy TT, man. But yeah, like I said, I come from playing basketball, and as I mentioned, I consider myself better at basketball, And so I can speak on behalf of, you know, the challenges, the people that I face. You know, I've faced people that are literally in the NBA. There's a guy that I played against in high school. He's literally in the NBA. And so, like, I know what it is to compete to some degree, you know. I didn't go to like a college or none of that, but because I didn't pursue it in the right way, if that makes sense. I didn't pursue it in the right way, like with putting myself out there, you know. And it's fine though, you know, I'm not like crying about it, but I know what it is to compete, you know. And like compared to the level that I play at TT, it's not near like a NBA or D1, you know, from where I compete at, you know, because I go to Phoenix and stuff like that. Yes, in the US Open, like there's that percentage, but it's nothing like NBA, you know, like an NBA like level. Again, I've only played against like one guy's in the NBA and a couple D1 colleges guys, so I know what it is. And so those guys are like hella explosive, like from their legs and from their upper body, and you know, those are like legit athletes. Not that we don't have, but and generally, like, you know, table tennis is not known for putting in the work at the gym. You know, not much people. You know, and it's important to put in the work. You know, because at the gym that's going to translate. Now, of course, table work is much more important, but that extra percentage that you can get off the table by working out and eating good and sleeping well and all of that, you know, and watching a film and stuff like that, that will translate eventually into your game. So, you know, it's important to get the best of both worlds, you know. But above everything, you know, give it your all. Every rep, every session, every set, give it your all. You know, because like they say, you know, what you do in practice is going to translate in a real game scenario. So you want to go all out, you know. But yeah, guys, let us know again if you guys like to see this content. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too, you know. It was a good session, and, you know, we're about 50 days out from our next tournament. So until next time, to the next video. See you guys. Have a good one. Take care. Peace. Buenas noches.